You've heard of Jeffrey Epstein's island. We've all heard about Epstein Island at this point. But what about the ranch? It's located some 35 miles south of Santa Fe, and it's now the subject of a state lawmaker led investigation. A group of four bipartisan state house representatives in New Mexico have launched a probe into allegations that the late convicted sex offender used his Zorro Ranch for sex trafficking. The property was sold to Texas Republican Don Huffing's family after Epstein's death in 2019. Huffing's, who plans to operate a Christian retreat at the ranch, I have questions, says he will fully cooperate with the investigation. I got questions. That's all I'm going to say. I got questions. Anyway, billionaire Les Wexner is being deposed behind closed doors on Wednesday, today. The former owner of Victoria's Secret will face questions from lawmakers about his longtime friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Wexner's name appears more than 1,000 times in the Epstein files, and lawmakers say he was a key player in helping Epstein rise to extreme wealth by drafting him to help with investments. He's also accused, it's not just about being a great investor, he's also accused of being a co-conspirator and interacting with young women and possibly underage girls in the files. Wexner has consistently denied any knowledge or any involvement in Epstein's crimes. It's hard to believe that anyone, but especially a billionaire like Les Wexner, is somehow able to be that close to Epstein, know where the bodies are buried, know where everything is sort of situated, helping to arrange the at least the legal side of things financially, and to develop that relationship, and to be in the files, and it all to be BS. It all to be bullshit. No way. I don't want to say, I'm not saying Wexner is guilty. You're not going to get me sued. What I am saying is it looks suspicious to me, and I would need some serious counter evidence to not believe what they're saying about him. That's all I'm going to say. All right. The United Nations is also weighing in on the Epstein files. The UN Human Rights Council is now suggesting that they show the existence of a, quote, global criminal enterprise. Is that the right phrase? Let me look. Yeah. The UN Human Rights Council is suggesting that the Epstein files show the existence of a global criminal enterprise. Now, according to the council, the actions of those who participated meet the legal threshold of crimes against humanity. This is getting big. We're talking about war crimes here. And that the alleged crimes dehumanized women and girls. The UN human rights experts are calling for an impartial investigation, in addition to inquiries about how such a long-running enterprise, this is important, a long-running enterprise is possible. Now, the DOJ has not commented on the council statement. Shocker. The DOJ don't want no parts of this. The U.S. government don't want no parts of this. Trump don't want no parts of this. Clinton don't want no parts of this, and so forth and so on. At the end of the day, these are crimes against humanity. There's no doubt about that. At the end of the day, this requires impartial investigation. And at the end of the day, finally, the question of how this was able to go on so long has to be asked and answered. The problem is it won't be, because the people who have the capacity to answer the question and the people who have the authority to force people to answer the question, they're not trying to answer the question. And that's how we're going to end up exactly where we've ended up.